Legend Comp, the competition where all the best players go to try and not only get a good placement, but also to try to make top 10. The place where a lot of players try to show themselves as not only good at the game, but to really improve their play in general at the game and fundamentally improve. And yet, there's me. Not only have I been able to reach top 100 twice before, I also nearly hit it 3 times back in Legend Comp Round 1, hit top 100 in arguably the hardest comp seen to date in Legend Comp Round 2, and hit it once again in Legend Comp Round 4. But then, I decided to do something else. Top 100 is an amazing challenge in general, but I felt like I wanted to do something a little different this time around. Something that was a little more enjoyable to me. And you know what? That idea was to take Spindrift to Emerald. Now, taking Spindrift to Emerald is nothing short of a miracle run if I were to make it. And let me tell you, this is only a challenge a madman would attempt. So, let's get started on to why this is a challenge that only a madman would undertake, and let's get started with the Gadget loadout I was running. I had one stipulation, and that was I had to always use Drift Spinner Kit. Now, you might be wondering, Distella, why can't you use Spindrift in Legend Comp Round 5? Well, in Legend Comp Round 5, all 2-slot gadgets are banned, and Spindrift is a 2-slot gadget, so I had to rely on Drift Spinner to be my Spindrift gadget of choice. And not only that, because I'm running a kit, I have to sacrifice half my gadget loadout just to utilize it. And the biggest issue with Spindrift itself is that it doesn't provide any defensive utility, any speed, or even any drift charge bonus. Unlike gadgets such as Ring Engine, such as Counter Quick Charge, Excel Character Kit, and Quick Charge level 2 and 3, and a few other gadgets, Spindrift doesn't provide any value. Not only am I working against the grain quite heavily, but I am also using a gadget that can very rarely do anything because desync plays a major part in how strong Spindrift is. There are some games where Spindrift is actually fun to use and can cause massive chaos, but more times than not, Spindrift doesn't do a damn. And this is where the journey begins. With Drift Spinner Kit on my gadget plate, I now have to decide what combo I would like to pair with it. And I came up with one combo for day one, and that was Drift Spinner Kit with Excel Character Kit using a handling character such as Joker or a boost character such as Miku in a power vehicle. And thus, I begin day one. Now, day one at the very start, it wouldn't be at the Stella Legend Comp if it wasn't for the fact that I would just start off with a ridiculous front run just for no reason on a bagging track. Now, Spindrift did provide a little bit of value here, causing some people to potentially fall off lines, but at the same time, Spindrift just is one of those gadgets that you really gotta do a lot more to make it work. Now, even with the fact that I had a really good win here, got a first place on my first race, it didn't stop me from getting destroyed by a monster truck right in the second race. In my second race, I am trying desperately. I know I'm in a dire situation. I know I can lose this race without a doubt, but pulling a monster truck here has allowed me to make a comeback. It's making me not only able to at least sit in potentially a higher position, but with the fact that I was able to at least end in 6th place, this means I didn't lose any points, and instead, because I'm in gold, I actually gained points. It's kind of crazy. Now I'm going into Sand Road once again, and you see I accidentally hit my photo mode button, and now I have a bubble filter. So it is time to run this race with a bubble filter the whole time. Going into the final stretch, I know I have to get at least a Wisp here. Luckily, I pulled the Wisp. This makes it to where I can at least mitigate some of the weakness of Spindrift by having an item that actually allows me to succeed. Now, that green glove did get destroyed by the monster truck. I didn't get hit by this magnet snipe, and thankfully, I get my filter back off, turning this into a 2nd place victory, putting me with 3 good gains back to back to back. And the nice thing is, this wouldn't stop here. Going into my Ocean View race, this is my 4th race of LC5, and honestly, I had a really good loadout going into this. I had Tornado, I had Wisp, I had really good defense, and I could take the final shortcut on Ocean View. The biggest thing I had to really worry about, it was monster trucks or someone like hitting me with a glove last second, but I was able to cross the finish line without any risks, and I was able to snag a 2nd place, gaining me 17 points, which was absolutely insane to see. Now, unfortunately, even though I have Spindrift, I didn't roll anything that could be useful to break the tables, and Spindrift cannot break the tables at all. And for my final item, I rolled a Slicer and a Spank Ball. There's a monster truck coming at me. It is literally one of the scary situations to be in, but thankfully, I get through unscathed. Unfortunately, because I couldn't take the shortcut, I only ended up in 5th place, making me only gain a few points here. But hey, those few points were nice. But going to Aqua Forest, I had a long trek ahead. I wasn't too far behind. I had to roll some good items, and roll good items I did. Able to catch up, make an amazing comeback, and hold this monster truck to the very end, just in case something were to happen to me, making for an excellent comeback that could have actually ended in me getting in 6th place. But because I got first, I gained 19 points, and now I can move on to Wily's Castle. Moving into Wily's Castle, I was pretty much running this race for the whole time. Roll the slicer, roll the spike ball, but holding the spike ball guaranteed my defensive power, while also giving me the highest chances to roll the best items I could. Thankfully, I didn't have to run into too much trouble in Wily's Castle. I was able to finish off this race front running with Spindrift, getting to the end without much trouble by any means. Because of getting first place in this race, I was able to finally hit Platinum. Plat already, baby. You should go for top 10 with Spindrift. Jesus, no. And just because I hit Platinum, that is not going to stop me from here. Moving on to Pumpkin Mansion, I was actually able to Spindrift Flombies into the fire and knock them off. And they said Spindrift couldn't do a damn thing. Thankfully, I had a shield ready for King Boo Boo. I was able to block this King Boo Boo that went for Dude, use the N.M.H to give me a speed boost with ACK, and was able to take this Pumpkin Mansion race cleanly with an amazing first place. Back to back first places. It was absolutely insane to see, getting 20 points and moved myself a lot closer to Emerald. Now, even with the fact that this Crystal Mine race didn't really pan out the way I wanted it to, I mean, someone used their tornado and just nailed me right at the end of the race. I did fortunately get a shield, threw my bomb in a weird way, and thankfully it did hit someone in the end. But just to show, like, even one hit is more than enough to completely kill your race. But that didn't stop me, genuinely. Even for gaining 7 points, I still decided to move forward here. Going into Minecraft, just hard front running with Spindrift and ACK with Dude here. Being able to completely outpace everybody. Something that I think no Spindrift build should ever be allowed to do. But thankfully, I was able to carry this glove and this N.M.H all the way to the end. Although a slime did appear, thankfully ACK plus N.M.H makes it to where the slime doesn't really affect you nearly as much. And because I'm in second place, I'm able to spin that slime off much quicker, making it significantly easier to get the second place here. And I gained 17 points because of it. Honestly, I felt like I've been going on a rampage, just climbing so quickly. Here I'm thinking Spindrift is going to get to Emerald in no time flat, especially with my skill level. But going into Wonder Museum, this tornado barely misses me, and I'm trying to do whatever I can, and then, just like the Crystal Mine race, one single item, the weights, just comes in and takes out my race, and then I get red gloved right at the end of this race. And unfortunately, because of that singular red glove, I take a 9th place loss here, losing 5 points, but it really shouldn't be the end of everything, right? Well, wrong you are, because going into Urban Canyon, I let that anger get ahead of myself, and unfortunately, due to some buggy geometry with how Spindrift works, I got caught in Urban Canyon in a very unfortunate spot, missed an item box, and got a special box, and this special box, unfortunately, only gave me triple wisp instead of a drill, instead of a laser, instead of anything that helped me. It just didn't do nothing. And then getting my double box, I rolled weight and triple wisp again, and it was a guaranteed 12th for a massive minus 14 points. Not a lot, but still quite annoying. And then going into Crystal Mine, all I can say is something quite crazy happened during my stream chat with all the people that were hanging out watching me attempt this challenge. It was crazy. Oh my controller just like shit the stop! Stop! Dude, no! Dude, this build is not that good! Dude, you don't, oh my god, this build is not so good, you need to come to it. No, this build is not that good, to come to it, man! Stop it, no! Even through all the shenanigans my Twitch caused me throughout this race, unfortunately, I just was not able to pull through and get any amount of points realistically. It was really tough. This race put a lot of pressure on me, and thankfully I did at least get a couple points, but even then, I was going into Mystic Jungle. Mystic Jungle just did not really pan out too well for me. I got slimed, I ran into a spike wall because I'm an idiot. It was just horrendous, and I just haven't been able to catch a stride recently. I've just been struggling, but at least I'm still gaining points with Spindrift, but the hard part is, will that really change going forward? Now, one of the biggest things is I did get green glove at the very start of the race, but this allowed me to actually softbag a wisp laser, and I was able to take this all the way throughout the whole race, being able to use this wisp on the end of the race, holding this laser, slowing down to let the people in front of me pass me, and snagging a first place to get my momentum back going, finally winning a race. Even with the fact that I gained 19 points through Aqua Forest, it just wouldn't really stop the shenanigans from here. I mean, heck, getting Monster Trunks while I'm spinning because my hurt box got bigger, pulling KBB right at the end of Coral Town, and other shenanigans like this random slicer I couldn't even really see coming. It was so instantaneous. There's so many shenanigans. I'm going to let the rest of this play out for you and just watch what all happens. Yo, by the way, that guy slowed. That to me is crazy. Awesome missions, which is like RNG check. Alright, hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta go full. His MT... Like I said, there's a chance that MT actually hits me, which is kind of cringe. Awesome. He... Whoa! What? Where was that bomb at, bro? What? Dude, no way I lose like this. No way I lose like this, bro. Of course. And I get... Where? Even with the fact I did climb all the way up to about 1821 points, and I was able to do so well, I unfortunately fell to 1771 through item spam, through shenanigans, through RNG, through desync, through just so many things. But I wouldn't let that stop me going into day 2. Now, this is just going to be a little bit of me rambling to the background footage, but I just want to talk about the fact that the constant struggles I had to face when using Spindrift, like, genuinely. Spindrift is a gadget that, in general, when trying to undertake this challenge, and as I was progressing through the day on day 2, it was just constantly more and more apparent how much of a struggle this has been and will continue to be going forward. Spindrift is a gadget that, again, like I said earlier in the intro, is unable to really do a lot. You don't have a lot of potential here. I mean, heck, you have no innate speed, you have no way to generate speed, you have no way to generate drift charge, nothing. The only reason Drift Spinner Kit is even working for me is because of the fact that I believe my lines are the reason I'm getting away with it, and also my item play. But even then, as you have been able to see, and as you can tell throughout these races, all it takes is one mistake, one item to ruin it all. That's all it takes, and Spindrift can't stop these things, nor can other builds, but other builds can mitigate these issues, especially builds such as Quick Recovery, which actually was a gadget that I was not expecting a lot of people to pick up or utilize, because I thought it wasn't going to be that good. But the item spam in this LC was rather difficult to deal with. It made it very hard because, again, one item, one mistake was enough to cost me the race, because everything is decided and dictated based on lap 3 and lap 3 alone. It's just impossibly hard because there are races where I'm constantly juggling back and forth of winning and losing based on one little thing. And this is the issue with Spindrift, is just genuinely, even if you find value with it knocking people back, the problem is it can't provide you that consistency of value because of the fact that Spindrift only works when Desync decides it to work. I mean, heck, even on this Ocean View race, I get hit by a weight right at the end. I'm in second place, but that one weight was enough to cost me this race entirely, and I was lucky enough to get 7th place, but even then, it just goes to show this Legend Comp has been hard. This challenge has been brutal on me. Mentally, I've been taxed for the last 2 days, pushing myself to the absolute limit, getting bombarded by 3 tornadoes, 3 monster trucks, multiple gloves, and more. This is not a challenge that I ever thought would take this long, and I never thought it would be this hard to do. But I keep trying to persevere through all the hardships of everything in this Legend Comp. Every time I'm getting abused, every time something stupid happens, that's all I've been doing. Just trying my hardest to persevere. Persevere, I have been, but at some point, you gotta realize you're gonna crack. At some point, you're gonna figure out that something isn't working. There's something that is directly causing you to fumble. Something that is directly making it harder for you to win. And that, for me, was very hard to decide on. I couldn't tell if it was my lines, I couldn't tell if it was my item play, I couldn't tell if my gadgets, I couldn't tell if it was anything. I'm constantly racing, pushing myself, trying to make sure I do everything correct, noticing things that no other player has, where Spindrift puts your hitbox in a horizontal way, where you can actually get hit by Monster Truck a lot easier. And it's, again, it's just one wrong move, one wrong thing, and it's just constantly, I have to persevere through it all. Bad RNG, getting triple gloves with a special box, gotta push through it and try to get better items and work harder. It's a constant juggling act of just getting screwed even harder with the fact that you know something is wrong and you just can't figure it out. Even with the fact I've been getting screwed so incredibly hard, even with the fact I've been fighting back and forth, I try something new, and that is putting quick recovery with drift spinner kit. Maybe something can happen. It does provide me some value with monster trucks, not getting crushed nearly as long by them, and it has been helping me for this race on Chronos, but again, something just doesn't feel right. Something doesn't sit right with me. There's just something about this build that just doesn't scream me, this is what's gonna carry me. And then I had an epiphany. What if I tried Dark Chow Starter, Drift Spinner, Quick Charge 2, and Slipstream Bounty? And my first race of this build, and I can't believe it when I say this, but I was forcing people to actually use their items. I was forcing people in positions where they couldn't just bag and win. And it allowed me to gain some points. And I was like, okay, maybe this was a fluke. Let's try it one more time. Here on Sky Road on another Chronos race, I use my Dark Chow, get myself some pretty solid items here, get 4 Wisp, which is very, very important, and this allowed me to actually take all these Wisps all the way to the end and snag myself an amazing first place, even though it looked like I was going to get second. This might be the build. This might be the thing I was looking for, genuinely. The very next race, I got 5th. It feels like this is the build. It feels like this is what I needed. Even here on Wonder Museum, I have to slow down, but I had so many good items that it would allow me to actually succeed. And finally, I am getting these consistent games, and monster truck, once again, pushing me down, shoving me back into the dirt like the dog I am. Even on Water Palace, trying to utilize this Dark Chow at the very end of the race to take everyone's items away, make it even harder for them to actually get anything done. I have a Tornado, I have a Wisp. I'm in a perfect position to make something happen here. Use my Tornado to cut anyone off, use my Wisp, trying to get away with this, and thankfully, due to Dark Chow, I was able to get another 5th place. Even with this 5th place, however, I only gained 1 point. That's when I swapped to Majima, because I was thinking maybe Majima will help me, maybe I'll be a little more confident in myself. And let me tell you, getting completely steamrolled on Hidden World was not the way to go about Aqua Forest on the final lap. And unfortunately, even with the fact I got King Boom Boom for my Dark Chow and re-rolled out, I just got a single White Wisp and a Monster Truck, forced to use something somewhere, trying to make anything happen. I hold my Monster Truck for as long as I can, but 2 people pop their Monster Truck, so I'm forced to use mine so I don't get crushed and automatically lose this race. But unfortunately, even then, I still get 8th place. It's very rough here. Even on Digital Circuit, I'm trying my hardest here, get steamrolled by a bomb out of nowhere. All I have is this Monster Truck to my name, and going into Metal Harbor, I really need something that will actually save me. I need something that will salvage my race. I need anything that can save me. And I roll King Boom Boom again in the very next race after just rolling it in Aqua Forest. I do get the laser and triple wisp that I absolutely needed. I needed these. Unfortunately, Dark Chow steals my laser, and because of this, now I'm in a position where I can just get taken out and automatically lose this race. Thankfully, the Shadow and the Monster Truck had a kind enough heart to actually spare me from losing this race. And unfortunately, that just wasn't enough. And I'll show you why. You're fucking kidding me. I'm the one that gets hit there. And my laser just decides to go the wrong way. What? Why did I get spun? Why did I get these things shoved? I'm spin drifting. Dude, Yep, you saw it there first. I got desync shoved while using spin drift. There's nothing I can do about that. I even go on to the next race immediately, just already tilted out of my mind. I get hit with a bomb after getting a laser, forced to use my laser to catch up even just a little bit here. Then I get desync shoved off to the right, Magnet throws me into the wall, the cobwebs somehow still touch me, and I get slowed down tremendously, and I'm just so incredibly upset. I use my Wisp to try to avoid whatever this item was, and I'm just trying everything I can to succeed. I am trying anything in my power to win this race, anything to salvage some points here. I get laser, I get triple wisp, I use my laser, I'm thinking, okay, I have this in the bag, and then this guy's got an MT! Where? I get sent into the air and spiked down like I'm playing Smash Brothers Ultimate. I lose 6 more points and I can just feel the rage inside of me, just angrily
having to deal with all of the shenanigans. I couldn't handle it anymore. I was so mentally taxed, but yet I pushed on. I persevered through it. Used my Dark Challenge, trying to get anything. I got a Wisp and a Bomb. And it didn't even matter because the Frenzy stole my items anyway. So even if I did get anything good, the game said, no. So now, on Coral, trying to get anything, getting a red and green glove. Hopefully I get anything better. And unfortunately, I roll the exact same roll in the exact same slots. And then I have to suffer this. And so many people overtake me. 4 different people overtake me because they all had lasers and a Wisp and everything. And Coral Town was a bust.
Even with the fact that I knew Coral Town was a bust, even with the fact that I've had so many bad races, I decided enough was enough. I decided that through everything, I had to lock in. That is pain. Thank God I had laser. Of course. There it is. So that means everyone has MTs and drills. This is really bad. Shield, shield. Oh my God! No. Give me anything. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it home, take it home! Thank God! Or the Niske. Yeah, I had it. Perfect. Anything. Please! Yes! Oh, my child doesn't really help me here. No way, someone's gotta. Okay. Yeah, yeah, you go take shortcut. Go take shortcut. Yeah, don't worry about me. Hit someone? Good. Come on. That is for it. I didn't get it. That's really unlucky. Dude. I need laser drill. I need some. Dude, please laser. Please laser. Give me. Thank you. Give me, please, laser, laser, laser. No! Wait. This could be fine. Laser. Laser. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I pulled the one. Had this guy's a glove too. There's a. It was in. What? It's in front of me. Oh my God. And I look. There's no way. There's no. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. No. Just random bomb. Oh, cool. My laser went nowhere. DC. And of course I get the laser now. Please, 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 please. No, bro, I didn't steal it. No. No way. No way. He desync shoved me. I lose. And like this. Okay, I get third.
Oh my god, what is this guy doing? Please no. Please, man. Here, KBB. No way! He held drill to the end like this! There's just no way.
After that jump scare of a race that was Wonder Museum, I'm sitting here in map select praying to the gods it would be Blizzard Valley. And thankfully, they answered my call. Now, Blizzard Valley is notorious for being a really chaotic final end stretch track, but if there's one thing Blizzard Valley has never done to me, it has never let me down. And all I can say is, if I didn't get Blizzard Valley as my map, I probably wouldn't have done this.
Let's fucking go, man! Oh my god, it's over! Holy shit, dude! It's over! Spindrift is Emerald! Oh my god, dude! After everything, after all the suffering, all the pain, after absolutely everything, literally everything, every single shenanigan, every single RNG, every single piece of bullshit. And finally, Spindrift is Emerald. There it is. There it is. The build of the gods, man. After all the headache, all the suffering, all the shenanigans, all the everything, Spindrift is finally Emerald. This challenge was a lot more mentally stressful than I make this video out to be. But I promise you, live in the moment, this was a brutal challenge, and I'm just so thankful I actually succeeded in it. All I can say is, thank you to everyone that watched me live if you're watching this video. Without you guys, I don't think I could have mentally pushed through this challenge genuinely. And to anyone that's watching this on YouTube, I promise you, this was even more stressful doing this live, and I wish I could have actually shown this off in the video, but it's extremely hard to do so. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And finally, a bad gadget has made it to Emerald. And not just made it to Emerald, it was the only gadget that stayed on my plate. Drift Spinner Kit, a terrible gadget, one you should never play, was finally taken to Emerald in a decently hard LC. And you know what? I'm thankful to everyone that supported me, everyone that watched me live, and in general, anyone watching this video. I cannot wait for the next Legend Comp because I got another challenge cooking up. And honestly, part of me wants to take Spindrift a little bit higher this LC, but at the same time, through all the mental stress, I can't do it to myself. Have yourselves a great one. I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care. Oh, fuck!